On the front row, two former Ralph Latham Memorial winners. It'll be the 71 on the pole. On the Olin Shocks lineup on the Bill Stein pole will be the 71 out of Martinsville, Indiana. That's Hudson O'Neill. And outside last night's winner at Circle City, the 20 RT out of Chandler, Arizona's Ricky Thornton Jr. Row 2 will be Jason Jameson. He's out of Lawrenceburg, Indiana, the 12. And Brendan Shepard, last Sunday night's winner at Hagerstown in car number 1. Row 3 will be Garrett Halverson looking for his first series win of the year. He's out of Las Cruces, New Mexico, and 58 at Brandon Oak. He too looking for his first series win in over a year. He is tied for third of the points. He's out of Evans, Georgia. Row 4 will be Devin Moran, the reigning series champion, the 99 out of Dresden, Ohio. And Mike Marler, the 157 out of Winfield, Tennessee. Row 5, he is the first driver eligible for the Steering Buddy Dark Horse. That'll be Dylan McCowan out of Urbana, Missouri, and two-time Latham Memorial winner Josh Rice at 11 out of Crittenden, Kentucky. Row 6 will be Max Blair. He is out of Centerville, Pennsylvania. Chris Ferguson alongside in the 22, now hailing out of Kings Mountain, North Carolina. Row 7 will be Dave Hess Jr., his first Florence start. He's out of Waterford, Pennsylvania. And Brendan Smith, the 19M out of Dade City, Florida. Row 8 out of Chatham, Illinois. It'll be the defending Prairie Dirt Classic champion Brian Shirley in the 3S. And Corey Lawler in the show tonight. He's out of Hanover, PA in 93. Row 9 will be Kyle Bronson. The winner of the first B-Main, he's out of Brandon, Florida. The winner of the second B-Main at the stripe was the 93 out of Lincoln, North Carolina, Carson Ferguson. Row 10 will be Chris Smokey Madden. He's in the Infinity by Wells out of Great Court, South Carolina. And Daniel Hilsebeck, the 22 out of Earlham, Iowa. Row 11 will be Dan Ebert in the 66th last night at Circle City out of Lakeshore, Minnesota. And Adam Stricker puts the Jamie Christie C7 to the show. He's out of Batavia, Ohio. And row 12 will be Clay Harris out of Jupiter, Florida. Series provisional. That means all drivers in with perfect attendance, and that goes to a fast time provisional. That'll be three-time track champion Trevor Landrum out of Florence, Kentucky. DJ, who will you be talking to on top of the Big River Steel podium tonight after this one?
Well, we've got 3 previous winners of the Ralph Latham Memorial in the field. I'm going to go with a guy, James, that has never won at Florence Speedway before. Give me the guy starting outside row 2. He's driving by me right now. It's going to be B-Shep, Brandon Shepard, winning the 40th Ralph Latham Memorial.
You said that very well. I'm going to go with 12. He's going to get it done tonight, a career best. He has 1 career win at Portsmouth, Ohio. That will be Jason Jameson. Our guest picker tonight is going to be the Silver Shark, Scott James. He goes with Ricky Thornton Jr. Okay, the missing man formation. Everybody up on your feet. A salute to the late, great Ralph Latham. The 40th running of his race. Won over 200 features. Efficient in both dirt and asphalt as well. Won at Daytona in 1967. We lost him in 1986 at age 54 from cancer. And we honor him first time in 3 years with our missing man formation here on the front straightaway. Now we'll take him to 4 wide. Dustin Jarrett, you are the 4 wide king. Let's do it at Florence Speedway, my friend.
Down here with all my people, Florence Speedway, let's get up on our feet and let's salute the greatest drivers in the country as they salute you. Ladies and gentlemen, they're coming at you, the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, and they're doing it 4 wide.
Well, a good crowd, very good crowd has turned out here tonight on a below average temperature day. The sun came out this afternoon. We got a beautiful evening. We're about to fire them off at 8:45 on a Saturday night. One of the legendary tracks in dirt late model racing. Always a race of the year candidate is the North-South 100. What about the Ralph Latham? First time since 2023 we've run this race. Will it be a Race of the Year candidate? We'll find out here in 50 laps, 25,000 to win. Dustin Jarrett will interview the top three who will be on the Big River Steel podium. Brandon Sheppard, the #1 car, impressive in the heat race, has never won here. Jason Jameson, former track champion, it would be the biggest win of his career. Hudson O'Neal and Ricky Thornton Jr., one of 3 drivers in this race, former winners, along with Josh Rice. Mike Marlar, we know how good he is here at Florence. Devin Moran, he won here last June in the Hunt the Front Northern All-Star race. Of course, 50 lap start. Max Blair, he starts in 11th. He's got him right where he wants him. Inside row 6, looking to make it 10 straight top 5 finishes in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Ron Jerger Jr., his mom and dad combined for 140 seasons here. The tower named after Ron Jerger Sr. We lost him a couple of years ago. We'll do a dash for cash for them. 5,000 to win coming up on the North-South 100 weekend as we go to the 8th door at Holligan Rigging Start Zone. We are underway at Florence. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, Jason Jameson. Into turn number 3, trying to take the lead on the first lap. Out at turn number 4, down the main straightaway, the 12th car out in front at Florence. Jameson, O'Neal, Ricky Thornton Jr. down the back straightaway. That heartbreak at the Spring 50. He's scheduled to start outside front row. Had a bolt come out of the front of the car, and he could not run the race. Did not even get a lap in, and he leads lap 2 here tonight. The current Northern All-Star points leader, Jason Jameson. Hudson O'Neal down the back straightaway. Hudson O'Neal tied with Devin Moran in the points title for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. A long way to go, but you got about 5 or 6 drivers who could win the championship here as Hudson O'Neal takes the lead on 71. Out of turn number 2, again, he won this race as Jameson battles back on the inside. Again, 3 former winners in this race. O'Neal, Rice, who's won it twice, and Ricky Thornton Jr. off at turn number 4. Down the main straightaway. We've got 4 laps in the record books here tonight at Florence. And we'll find out here after this who the Hoker Trucking Hard Charger is as we've stayed green as they come out of turn number 4. 5 in the record books. It's Hudson O'Neal out in front. Jason Jameson second. Ricky Thornton Jr. third. Garrett Alberson fourth. Brandon Sheppard runs in 5th. Right now, off at turn number 4, around this half mile, as you see the battle there. Alberson on the bottom, trying to get on the podium here in the 58 car. Brandon Sheppard dominant, won by over 5 seconds at Hagerstown last Sunday night. Never won here at Florence Speedway. There you see Brandon Overton, former Sunoco North-South 100 winner. Devin Moran in 99, he has 2 career victories here as they head down the main straightaway. O'Neal still in front. 7 in the record books tonight. Still very sporty. 2-3 wide racing throughout the field here. Right now, the tail end of the field, which right now Adam Stricker, everybody's still running, all 24 cars. Stricker in the middle of the back straightaway. O'Neal enters turn 1. So it'll be a while before they pick up the tail end of the field as they battle into turn number 2. Garrett Alberson trying to make a bid for 3rd. Jameson right there is 2nd and 12. Then it's Thornton, then it's B. Shep. As they come out of turn number 4, Garrett Alberson trying to get traction down low and cannot clear Thornton. 9 laps in the record books. Jameson second, Thornton, Alberson, Sheppard, Overton, Moran, Marlar, Rice runs 9th. Chris Ferguson is 10th in that Stinger car. Coming off at turn number 4. Jameson led the first 2 laps. O'Neal has led the following 8 laps, 10 in the books. Terrific battle for second. Alberson trying to clear Garrett out. Ricky Thornton Jr. down the back straightaway as we work lap 11 here at Florence. Jameson has run in 2nd since he fell to 2nd on lap 3. And right there, Alberson has cleared Ricky Thornton Jr. So Garrett up to 3rd in the 58. He'll battle down the back straightaway. Alberson, by the way, has 1 win here at Florence. That came a couple years ago in the Northern All-Star race. Back in the month of June 2 years ago, down the main straightaway. Now Thornton gets it back. Thornton does not get it back. Jameson still in 2nd. Meanwhile, look at this race here. They have caught O'Neal down the back straightaway. As we work lap number 13, O'Neal, Jamison, Alberson, Thornton, Shepard putting on the show at Florence. Off at turn number 4. They are trying to catch the 71 car into turn number 1. Out of 2 down the back straightaway. Alberson digging on the bottom. Here comes Jamison back on top. So Garrett Alberson trying to claim the second spot here as we work lap number 14 down the main straightaway. It's O'Neal. Oh, even at the line was Jamison and Alberson. Jamison by a few scant 1/1000ths of a second down the back straightaway as we work lap number 15. Florence shaping up to be a dandy. First time in 3 years we've run this race. O'Neal continues to lead. Garrett Alberson goes to second. He has cleared Jason Jamison. Thornton is 4th. Moran is up to 5th at 99. Moran works the bottom. Moran on Jamison down the back straightaway. Here comes Thornton to run on the top shelf into 3. And we've got a Hellraiser Jack's caution on the racetrack. Is it the 11R of Josh Rice? And Josh Rice has a right rear flat, and he's coming at you. The 2-time Ralph Latham Memorial leading the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year chase. Down to you, Dustin Jarrett.
Yeah, James, he had been running that extreme Josh Rice high side of the racetrack, and for 2 laps in a row down where I was standing in turns 1 and 2, I saw with my own eyes the 11 car catch the wall. You got to wonder if maybe that didn't play into what happened. Is the crew now going to work to put a new right rear shoe on the James Ratcliffe Racing 11 of Josh Rice?
Thank you, DJ. Great job there as Rice leading the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year chase worth a dirt label on a record 20K. There you see his brother James Rice. Down there as they make changes. Big Snack, Keir Hoover down there as well on the crew. So we've got officially 15 as we'll go back to the last completed lap, which was lap 15. It's a leader plus 3. And right now, Rice was running in 10th. So O'Neal, Jason Jamison led the first 2 laps, and O'Neal's led ever since. So Garrett Alberson is up to second in 58. Garrett Alberson started in 5th. Jason Jamison is third. Ricky Thornton Jr. 4th. Devin Moran 5th. Brandon Shepard is 6th. Brandon Overton is 7th. Mike Marlar is 8th. Dylan McCowan 9th. 10th will now be Max Blair. And right now, your Hoker Trucking hard charger is Dan Ebert. Ebert up 4 spots. He was 6th last night at Circle City. Well, they had caught O'Neal, and they were catching the tail end of the field, but everybody's still in this race. On the lead lap, all 24 starters. So 1 caution, and that was for Rice with a flat. He'll restart in the back in 24th. As he is back out on the racetrack. All right, Ace Doran, Holland and Ricky restart zone. O'Neal has led the last 13 laps as they come out of turn number 4, back underway. Oh man, Moran trying to go through the middle. Jason Jamison gets it wound up top. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Garrett Alberson works the bottom. O'Neal off at turn number 4, and that is a hornet's nest behind him down the main straightaway. O'Neal's in front still. Alberson is second. Jason Jamison runs 3rd. Devin Moran now up to 4th in the 99 car. Devin Moran started back in 7th in 99. Tied with O'Neal in the championship points run. Thornton tied with Overton for 3rd. Off at turn number 4, Jamison slides in front of Moran. Moran cuts down to the bottom and through the bottom. Trying to make it stick in the brown down low there. Out at turn number 2. Here comes Brandon Overton to the Budweiser 76. Brandon Overton looking for his first Lucas Oil win in more than a year as he hits it at turn number 3. Last win was at Circle City a year ago last night as O'Neal continues to lead with 18 laps complete. Alberson 2nd, Moran 3rd, Jamison 4th, then Thornton, Overton, Shepard, Marlar, Blair, McCowan 10th. Ricky Thornton Jr., last night's winner at Circle City. As they come out of turn number 4, Brandon Overton trying to go through the middle. So far, so good on the track as Thornton cuts up the track on Jamison. 19 scored. 1 caution so far. Overton on the outside. There's Marlar, the 157, Shepard in the 1. Right now, the lead is 1.3 seconds for the Martinsville, Indiana driver down the main straightaway. His father, Don O'Neill, won this race 3 times. Again, as I mentioned earlier, Scott Bloomquist and Jimmy Owens, both 4-time winners of this annual event that began in 1987. Down the main straightaway, O'Neill continues to show the way. Alberson right there last time round here at the 1.8 seconds. Moran, Thornton, Jamison, Overton, Shepard, Marlar, Blair, Brian Shirley up to 10th in the 3S as he's gotten around McCowan. You see Mike Marlar back there in 8th, works on Max Blair. Max Blair trying to extend that streak. Top 5s. See some smoke out of the 157. Not sure it's a tire rub or what it is. They tried to go 3 wide out of turn 2. Blair trying to keep that streak alive. Unbelievable, right? In Lucas Oil competition, 9 straight top 5s. And Mike Marlar's got a problem. Mike Marlar's got a problem in the 157. Hand out the window in the 157. As he is trying to slow. I'm not sure if he's trying to get off the racetrack now. He goes to the bottom. And Mike Marlar in the 157, it looks like his night is ended in the Ronnie Depp 157 car as he's off the pace on the main straightaway. And smoke coming out from the front of that car. Marlar was running at about 7th or 8th at the time. So the Winfield Warrior, 24 laps complete, 1 shy of the Hellraiser Jacks halfway. And Dustin, he'd been smoking for a couple laps, stuck his arm out the window to let his competition know that he had an issue.
Yeah, and you know what? I'll be the first to admit that I was wrong. When I first started seeing the smoke coming out of that race car, I thought it was going to be tire smoke from the right rear because he absolutely smoked the wall about 1 lap prior coming off corner number 4. I'm more than happy to eat my crow. As you can obviously see, that was not the case on the 157.
So it looks like Mikey's night is ended. So we have 24 laps complete, 1 shy again of the Hellraiser Jacks halfway. It's Hudson O'Neill, Garrett Alberson, Devin Moran, Ricky Thornton Jr., Jason Jameson, your top 5. Then it's Brandon Shepard, Brandon Overton, Max Blair, Brian Shirley, and Kyle Bronson up to 10th. I believe Bronson would be the Hoker Trucking hard charger so far. How about Bronson 17th to 10th as he right now is down there in the All Makes Collision Works area in the 40B. So Bronson won the first B main, started 17th. And we're 1 shy of the halfway mark. Looking for a good run here tonight at Florence. He comes in tonight 8th in the points. So yes, go ahead, Destin.
Well, James, I was just going to say these restarts at Florence Speedway, they're always a little hairy, right? But as you see more of these guys go to the bottom down in turns 1 and 2, you got to wonder how many guys will try to rim ride around the top of this racetrack for at least a few laps on that extreme high side and try to gain as many positions as they can, at least down in 1 and 2 before coming back down to the bottom.
Well, you know the 12 is, right? I mean, that's not a shock that Jason Jameson
doing Jason Jameson things, right?
Yeah, he may not end up with a quarter panel or a deck in that car, but he's going to give it all he wants out there in that James Ratliff car. So O'Neill, Alberson, Moran, Thornton, Jameson, top 5. We'll go green, and then the Hellraiser Jacks halfway will appear. Hellraiser Jacks Pit Crew Challenge. It'll be during the Sunoco Racefields North-South 100. What a big weekend that's developing. Out at turn number 4, the East Door and Holligan rigging restart zone back underway. And you got the top 2 in the points right now are going to go first and second. In fact, they're tied for the points lead. Moran to the outside. Devin Moran down the back straightaway in the 99. Devin Moran started at 7th. His dad, the $1 Million Man, Donnie Moran in the house. Out at turn number 4, Devin Moran and Garrett Alberson trying to track down Hudson O'Neill at the halfway mark. Back to the inside, Jameson up on top. Down the back straightaway, Jameson in the 4th spot. 5th is Thornton, and it's Overton, Shepard, Shirley, Blair, Bronson 10th. I'm telling you, they can run the bottom, they can run the middle, they can run the top. Thornton and Overton going at it for position into 1. 24 laps to go, 26 in the books. Well, I'm telling you, Jameson's not going to go from that away from that top. if there's enough cushion, he is going to rim ride it around here out of turn number 4, down the main straightaway. Thornton trying to follow him down the main straightaway into 1. 27 complete. Can 12 of the 20 RT. Overton up to the top. Thornton to the bottom. Cannot get around Jamison. Then it's Shepard into 1. Shirley, Blair, Bronson still 10. Off of turn 4. Moran not letting O'Neal get away from him. They came into tonight tied in the points. The point lead. Brandon Overton, former Sunoco Racefield's North-South 100 winner, down the back straightaway. Ricky Thornton Jr. in front of them. Meanwhile, Devin Moran, last time around, it was 0.6 of a second. Got a feeling it may be less than that, and it's not. He gained 1/10 of a second at O'Neal over Moran. I tell you, it's good. They're trying to get traction, and right now they're going to have 30 in the books coming up. They'll have 20 to go. O'Neal took the lead on lap 3. Moran right there in the second spot. Garrett Albertson solid in 3rd. Then it's Jamison in 12. He's going to run it till there's no cushion or wall left, right down the back straightaway as we work lap 31. Tell you, Moran, he's eyeing that 71 down the main straightaway. O'Neal led 40 laps last night until Thorpe got around him. Jamison up there. Here's Overton. Here is Shepard going down the back straightaway. Coming up in August, they'll battle for $75,000. Nice paycheck here tonight. Meanwhile, off at turn 4, O'Neal drifts up the track, still with the lead. Moran in 2nd. Jamison still 4th. Now back to 5th. Ricky Thornton Jr. has 4th. Competitive battle right there for 3rd on back between Albertson, Thornton, Jamison, Overton, and Shepard. Max Blair runs in 8th. Brian Shirley is 9th. Kyle Bronson remains in 10th. It is still the 71 car. It's 1 second exactly the advantage for O'Neal into turn number 3. Meanwhile, battle side by side back there. Thornton, Ricky Thornton Jr. Is he doing RTJ things? He took the lead on lap 41 last night. He has got the 3rd spot away from Albertson. Ricky Thornton Jr. cuts it down low. He'll come off at turn number 2, go back to the top, down the back straightaway. 16 remaining. Meanwhile, Devin Moran is going to the top shelf. Is it go time? There's 15 to go down the main straightaway for 71, 99, and 20 RT. Oh, and we've got a Hellraiser Jacks. Caution is out for Dan Ebert. Oh, man. We needed it to stay green, didn't we? But Ebert brings out a caution with 15 laps to go.
Well, James, I don't know what happened to the 60 of Dan Ebert. I didn't see it, but he was the Hoker Trucking hard charger of the race. He started 21st. He'd worked his way up to 13th, but unfortunately, something amiss on the 60 is now he's back up to speed, and it looks like all 4 tires are up on the James Trantina-owned number 60. As I see, you may not be able to see, James, I see series officials clear at the very, very top of turn number 4 right now.
All right, 35 laps in the books. We'll see what happened on our FK Rod-Ins instant replay. And I'm not sure if they got together down there. That is Chris Madden, I believe. So, unfortunately, Ebert's going to have to go to the back. So, in this race, Chris Ferguson is out. He'll finish 24th. I believe, yeah, Dave Hess is out. He'll finish 23rd. Mike Marlar, 22nd. Brendan Smith, 21st. We still have 20 cars out there, all still on the lead lap. All right, Delaware double file. You saw that last time around. Moran went to that top in 3 and 4. There's plenty of cushion left up there. So it's O'Neal, Moran, Thornton, Albertson, Overton, Shepard, Jamison's back to 7th. Blair, Shirley, Bronson. Down the back straightaway. We work lap number 36, 14 to go. It is the 71. Thornton's going to go to second. Ricky Thornton Jr. goes to second with 14 in the books. Trying to make that work down the back straightaway. Up top is Overton. Brandon Overton trying to make a late race charge. Moran in front of him. 3 and 4 is still hammered down up top. Off of turn 4, it's still Hudson O'Neal, but got a car off the pace, and it is the 18 of Trevor Landrum.
James, he lost power underneath the 18, and again, somewhat ironic because he absolutely made a mad dash to get back out on the racetrack just before they went back green flag racing, and as you saw, he was actually going a lap down to race leader Hudson O'Neal. He came by me here on the front straightaway, lost power, was looking down at the gauges, and then just a few seconds later, I heard the car fire back up.
All right, DJ, 14 laps to go, 36 complete. It'll be O'Neal. Thornton is now second, so he'll have the pick on the restart. Then it's Moran. Overton is fourth. Brandon up to fourth in that Budweiser car. Then Alberson, Shepard, Jamison, Blair, Shirley. Did Josh Rice pit earlier for a flat tire? He's up to 10. See where he restarts at. But I'm telling you what, that top shelf in 3 and 4, it's still, they get that bite, but it's in 1 and 2. Make it work through 1 and 2. You're going to have a good shot to win this one. Got about 7 cars that can win this race. Who knows? Delaware double file. Ricky Thornton Jr. He's made it work up top on the bottom. He knows getting into 1, you've got to get on the bottom. So he'll, I don't know. I'm not going to make a prediction. I've been wrong before that he picks the bottom. So 36 complete. It's been competitive. They have not ran into traffic. They've had timely cautions out there. And the last one for Trevor Landrum. So the 3-time Florence track champion looks like he has called it a night. Still under caution. Top 5 will go to the Longacre scales to make it official. So it'll be O'Neal, Thornton, Moran, Overton, Alberson, again, your top 5. Then Shepard, Jamison, Blair, Shirley, Rice. Then McCowan, Bronson is back to 12th. And Ferguson, Carson Ferguson, Chris Madden, Daniel Hilzebeck, Dan Ebert, Corey Lawler, Adam Stricker, Clay Harris. Should have 19 still running. All right, here we go. See if we can go green the rest of the way. 14 to go. Thornton picked the bottom on Moran. That's the advantage going into 1. See if Moran can get back to the top. Out of turn number 4. Back underway. The East door and Holling and Ricky. Not a good restart. Something happened to Overton as he got all crossed up coming out of 4. So Brandon Overton's going to lose some spots. O'Neal still leads. Moran throwing it in on Thornton as they come out of 4. Leaves him. Run, they touch. Into 1. 99 and 20 RT. Going at it. Here comes Brandon Shepard. Brandon Shepard down the back straightaway. Goes into the 4th spot. 13 laps to go. Thornton's going to throw it in. Look at the body damage on the 20 RT. Throws it in there. Here comes Alberson on the gas. Shepard, we got a Hellraiser Jacks. Caution is out on the racetrack. Oh my goodness, it is for Corey Lawler, I believe. Now Dylan McCowan, by the way. McCowan was running in 10th at one point, and his left front is all cattywampus. Dustin Jarrett, holy cow, the gloves are off. The gloves are off here at Florence.
We needed a PSG right there for sure, James. Hey, I would not be surprised to see Brandon Overton come in as I saw his crew going to the 4-wheeler to grab their Hellraiser jack and possibly a tire. As again, you mentioned, I don't know exactly what happened, if he got a shot in the shorts or what, but he got all kinds of sideways on that restart in the Aster and Hauling and Rigging starting zone down there. His crew does have the jack ready as he's made his way to the All Makes Collision Service area. And Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series official Zach Booker looking underneath what looks like maybe the left front of that race car. It almost makes you wonder if maybe he didn't clip a Uke tire as well.
That's a good point. I don't know if we have a replay of what happened, but yeah, he lost several spots. You can see it's out of whack right there. It's towed out. Thornton down there, holy cow. I think both sides are damaged. Wow.
Yeah, that left front, James, he just went by me here on the front straightaway, and the left front snout is dragging on that race car. Not going to be a huge deal in a lot of places, right? A smaller racetrack, but a bigger racetrack like this, that left front's going to dig partway down the straightaway.
I'd say Thornton will have those door panels for sale at his souvenir trailer after this race.
He might be working it too.
He might be working it too. Let's see the FK Rod-Ins replay. Are we going to look at what happened between the 20 RT? Is there room? There room, and not really. They got together there. Just good hard racing, right? There you see Overton's car. Yeah, that is all cattywampus there on the left front. Well, Overton, he was running fourth before that last restart, and I still think you're right, DJ. He must have clipped a Uke tire there coming out of 4 because he is back right now in 9th.
Well, he got really sideways and maybe then clipped the Uke tire. And again, I don't know if someone hit him in the rear end. Maybe they got all bottled up.
Yeah, the right front is all,
on that restart or what. But I would say the Uke tire possibly happened after that.
It looked like the vibe after I drove it through Atlanta. It was all cattywampus.
After you got pulled over for speeding.
Yeah, thank goodness. All right, 13th to go. So Neil, Moran, Thornton, Alberson, Shepard, your top 5. Shepard was right in her. Jamison 6th, Blair, Shirley, Overton, Rice 10th. Back underway, the Aster and Hauling and Rigging restart zone. Man, Ricky Thornton Jr., he threw it all the way to Kings Island. Down the back straightaway, he's going to lose some spots. That top, he bangs off the wall. Banging the boards is Thornton down the back straightaway. Miranda 2nd. The top 2 tied in the points right here. Down the main straightaway, O'Neill leads Alberson trying to get on the podium. Here comes Bishop on the outside. 12 to go. Max Blair up to 7th. He's got 2 more spots. He'll go 10 in a row in the top 5. If he makes that happen. Meanwhile, O'Neill has changed his line. He's on the top there in 3 and 4. They head into 1. They tries to get down to the bottom. Nobody's going up against the wall except for Shepard in the 1 car. Bishop trying to make it work down the back straightaway. Brandon Shepard, he will clear Garrett Alberson. That is the battle for 4th and 5th. Overton's hanging in there in 10th as they come off of turn 4 with an ill handling race car. 10 laps to go. Brandon Shepard trying to make it work. O'Neill still leads. Last time around it was 0.7 of a second. Shepard way up there. Down the main straightaway. Shepard clears again Alberson. He'll get ducked down back low. As they come out of turn number 2, it's still O'Neill by 0.8 of a second. Moran, Thornton, Shepard, Alberson, your top 5. Blair is 6th. Then Jamison, Shirley, Bronson, Overton 10th, Madden 11th, Ebert is 12th. Watch this wall right here. Man, that is good. The Kaiser Manufacturing speed shot on target here tonight. Down the back turn number 4. Hudson O'Neill's off the wall. Down the main straightaway. He let one get away last night. Right now, back on the bottom. 8 laps to go. 42 complete. Right now, he stretched it out about 6-7 car lengths. 1 second on the scoring monitor is the advantage for the Martinsville, Indiana driver down the main straightaway. To take over the points lead headed to Illinois next weekend. Down the back straightaway. Moran still 2nd. Thornton is 3rd. Shepard 4th. Alberson 5th. Blair still 6th. 5 laps to go. Great shot there. get down low into 1 and 2, and then they'll go up top into 3. Hudson O'Neal, his dad won this race 3 times. Did the Hall of Famer Don O'Neal battle back here? Overton is still battling that car, doing a great job though. Right now running in left, Ebert gets around him. As Dan brought out the last caution, but he's recovered. He's going to go to the 10th spot in the 60 car. Meanwhile, the advantage is still 1 second as they'll have 3 laps to go this time around. See what Moran can do with it. Going out of turn number 2. They dip down on the bottom as they head down the back straightaway. Devin Moran seeing if O'Neal can keep it out. The one he does not. He slaps the wall in turn 4. He will lose 0.2 of a second. Oh, you got to be perfect from here on out. They'll have 2 to go. Barron's Performance, white flag, 1 lap to go coming up. Oh, O'Neal riding the top out of 4, and he bangs the wall again. Down the main straightaway. Barron's Performance, white flag, 1 lap to go. He dives back to the bottom. Moran, 1 last shot, but he may be too far behind down the back straightaway. Thornton 3rd, Shepard 4th, Alberson is 5th. This is it for $25,000. His 2nd career win in the Ralph Latham Memorial goes to the Martinsville, Indiana driver, Hudson O'Neal. Devin Moran will take 2nd in 99. Ricky Thornton Jr. 3rd. 4th will be Brandon Shepard. 5th, Garrett Alberson. 6th, Max Blair. 7th, Jason Jamison. 8th, Brian Shirley. 9th, Kyle Bronson. 10th, Dan Ebert. 11th, Chris Benn. And 12th will be Brandon Overton. So Dan Ebert started 21st, finished 10th. He's the Oker Trucking hard charger. After he brought out a caution and had to go to the back. Nice recovery for the 60 car. Carson Ferguson 13th, Daniel Hilsebeck 14th, Corey Lawler 15th, Clay Harris 16th, 17th Josh Rice, 18th Adam Stricker, all 50 laps complete. Did not finish 19th Dylan McCowan, 20th Trevor Landrum, 21st Brendan Smith, 22nd Mike Marlar, 23rd Dave Hess Jr., 24th was Chris Ferguson. Well, they go to the Long Acre scale. As soon as they cross here, as we got cars going everywhere, back to the pit area. Well, he slapped the wall hard twice there in the last couple of laps, but he hangs on. And he almost, oh man, the pace truck. Oh my goodness. I think Hudson's probably glad this one's over. You see the quarter panel damage there on the 71. So they will check the tires, droop rule, and also the weight. Normally they got to rate 2350 through time trials, heat, B main, in the feature pound per lap burn off. Jason Durham, the crew chief down there, is Canute. They will check that. And if it's official, he will take over the points lead from Devin Moran, who finished 2nd, that came in tonight tied. Thornton, I believe, will go to 3rd in points. Man, heartbreak, tough break. That's got to be a hard luck award for Brandon Overton. He was up to 4th and then had the problems on the restart, and he handled a ill-handling car, no doubt about it. Finished in the 12th spot. So Devin Moran, he'll go up on the scales, the Long Acre scales. And here comes your winner on the main straightaway. The 2nd time he has won the Ralph Latham Memorial. He won it back in 2018. So it's been 8 years. It's been 2 years, well, 3 years. This is the 3rd year. This is the 2nd year we have, the 3rd year we've run this race after previously being rained out the last 2 years. And in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, as Dustin will talk to O'Neal. O'Neal started on the pole, took the lead on lap 3 from Jason Jamison. So there he is out of his car. How about a big round of applause out of Martinsville, Indiana? Your winner, Hudson O'Neal.
Hudson O'Neal becomes a two-time winner of the Ralph Latham Memorial. And he said he wanted to get a little redemption after losing it last night. Hey, this was not like this until about 2 laps to go down here. What was the pucker factor like when you slapped that wall coming off turn number 4 with just a couple to go?
I felt bad for Riley. Riley's our body guy, and I knew that with about 2, 3 to go, whatever it was, I was just trying to get as much of it as I could, and I got a little loose and backed into the fence. So I was like, oh, gosh, dang. I knew it wasn't terrible until that point, but yeah, sorry, Riley, especially a short turnaround. But we'll team up on it. We'll get it done, and yeah, man, it was awesome. I was just waiting. The racetrack I felt like was widening way out in 3 and 4, and I felt like it was going to maneuver a little bit, and I was just waiting for somebody to show me the nose, but I felt good enough, especially down in 1 and 2, where I think I kept enough momentum until I did that, knocked the whole deck out of it. But thank you to all my guys, Jason, Riley, Kyle, Logan, my wife Tessa, SSI Motorsports, Todd and Vicky Burns. We had a trying last part of the year to make it into the Final Four and then not have anything to show for it, and just went to Speed Weeks and worked, and then thought we were going to come back up here and roll, but it hasn't been the case at all. My guys, Jason, especially, everybody's worked really hard on this thing and had a lot of support from a lot of people, and we've been itching at it just a little bit at a time, and I feel like we're headed in the right direction. We're really on something, so hopefully we can keep the speed going. We're blessed to be here, blessed to be a part of it, and hopefully it's more of what's to come.
We talked earlier about the little changes Josh had made in this racetrack. Did this 50-lapper, did this track change kind of the way you expected it to change, or maybe the way Florence traditionally changes in 50 laps?
Yeah, I thought it was Florence-esque right there. You know, we kind of finished against the wall in 3 and 4. There wasn't much cushion in 1 and 2 really to lean on. The bottom was kind of dominant down there. But, yeah, it was to the top, and then I felt like it migrated down, and then eventually it migrated back to the cushion, which is kind of normal for this place. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun whenever you got to get up there and just get it done at the end of those races and make it happen around that top. And it's fun for a driver in that aspect. But it wouldn't be possible at all without all the people that I mentioned before, and everybody on this race car. Wheeler Metals and Merrill Bonding Company, Professional Concrete, Cutting and Drilling, O'Neal Salvage and Recycling, Indiana USSSA, Snowco Race Fuels, Chris Davis at Midwest Sheet Metal, Big River Steel, Scott Coleman, Beeman Lumber, Seven Spurs Ranch, Penske Racing Shocks, Longhorn Chassis, Kevin Rumley, everybody that's a part of it. All the people that are small or big, it takes every bit of them to go up and down the road. Every dollar counts, and we have a bunch of amazing product sponsors that make this car go around the racetrack, and I appreciate every one of you. We'll get you on Facebook, and it sure means a lot to be standing up here on this front straightaway with you, sir.
Your dad won this race twice. Your dad won the North-South 100 twice as well. How much did you learn from him over the years about Florence Speedway?
What I've learned from him is beyond probably what I'll ever know. You know, I watched him turn way more laps than I've probably still turned yet. You know, I was a little snothead running around with him, watching him run all these racetracks, and grew up around here at Florence Speedway in Central Indiana. And I wish he was here with us tonight, but I sure do appreciate him. And I wouldn't be here without him, that's for sure.
How about it, ladies and gentlemen? He picks up his second ever win in the Ralph Latham Memorial, the New Deal, Hudson O'Neal. And James, we're going to weasel our way through the crowd here and grab a word with second and third place just as soon as we find them. Well, Devin Moran finishes second this evening. He's talking with Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series race director Rick Schwally over here. He's gonna grab a kiss from his wife Lakia. Looks like Poppy is over here as well. Dev, nice run for you this evening. I gotta ask though, the battle with you and Ricky Thornton Jr. got pretty hot and heavy there right around the midway point of the race. From your vantage point, how did that go down and what happened?
Yeah, it was really good until that one restart. I thought the top was going to be way better, and he got the bottom and got me, and then we had another restart, and I got a really good run in 1 and 2 and slid him in 3 and 4, and I really messed up both of us, so I apologize to him about that. I should have just committed and went all the way to the fence and gave him a chance to cross over, so didn't want to race him like that, but all in all, our Double Down Motorsports Longhorn chassis was really good. I felt like we might have had something for HUD here and there every once in a while, but he was really good, so yeah, just all in all, a good weekend for us, a fourth and a second. We really wanted to win here. I really wanted to win the Ralph Latham Memorial for my buddy Dave and them, but all in all, good night. So just want to thank you to Roger Sellers with Double Down Motorsports, Robbie, Casey, and Connor, Millwood Plumbing. Called Mike back tonight. I never got a hold of him today. C&W Trucking, Big River Steel, McHugh Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Bill Stein Shocks, Ibach Race Springs, Refuel Wellness, just so many people. Corey Phillips with Phillips CPA firm. There's so many great people on this race car. I can't thank enough. And yeah, I guess we get to go race again tomorrow night at West Virginia Motors, so come check it out.
Live on Float, by the way. All right, hey, go over there and get your picture taken, Dev. Second spot, Devin Moran. He'll leave here second place in points. And we could go to the other side of the car, Ricky.
The other side isn't much better.
The other side is much better. All right. Dev said he came down and apologized to you. He said you two got together there a time or two on that restart. From your vantage point, what happened?
I was just racing. I got out of the car and I told him we're not going golfing together anymore. No, it was just racing. I had nothing to be mad about. I feel like the racetrack was pretty good. I think when we come back here later, was it spring or whatever, he'll probably get turn 1 and 2 a little bit. Not so much wider, just the top to keep up. I feel like 3 and 4 is really good all night. I feel like we got a little bit of work to do. I'm kind of glad we had these conditions, though. It's kind of where I feel like I struggle as a driver. So to be close enough to see those guys, I was happy. So I feel like our guys are working hard. I got to thank Burrow, Starp, Seth, Jack, my wife, my kids, everybody back home, Hooker Trucking, Knights Companies, Coltman Farms, Slicker Graphics, Dynamic Drive Lines, Bill Stein Shocks, Longhorn, for everything these guys do for us. Have a couple days off here, and then we'll see you in Illinois.
All right, well, if you can't do any better than third, you need to go back to selling merchandise. Ricky Thornton Jr. rounds out the Big River Steel podium tonight. Go get your picture taken over there, RT. And we're going to step aside for a set of commercial breaks. Don't go anywhere. Still 2 races left here at Florence Speedway.
Hey, this is Garrett Alverson. You're watching the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series on Flow Racing.
Deep in the world of dirt racing lies a mind that refuses to rest. A team obsessed with innovation, precision, and the relentless hunt for speed. A brand new product line built through a partnership with one of the most respected names in high-performance suspension. Öhlins doesn't simply participate in racing. Racing is their core. Öhlins Shocks, available exclusively through Longhorn Dynamics.
In the heat of the game, every drop counts. Introducing Victory Fuel Flavored Electrolyte Water, the ultimate hydration companion.
Chili Bowl champion Logan Seavey. ASCS National Champion Seth Bergman.
Packed with essential electrolytes and bursting with delicious flavors, Victory Fuel keeps you hydrated and fueled to perform at your best. Nothing tastes better than Victory.
ARP manufactures the ultimate fasteners from the best raw materials using cold forged technology. Family owned and made in the USA. Quality always comes first. For whatever extreme category you're in, it's always ARP-bolts.com.
When disaster strikes your home or business, dealing with the insurance can feel overwhelming. You paid for coverage, but that doesn't always mean you get what you deserve. That's where Eclipse Claims Consulting steps in. We are your advocate, working for you, not the insurance company, making sure your claim is properly documented, negotiated, and fully paid. We never represent the insurance companies. We represent the insured. If you've suffered a property loss, don't fight alone. Eclipse Claims Consulting, making sure you get every dime you're owed.
Flow Racing Studios live.
You tune into Flow and watch pretty much any race we want. This is our Daytona 500. This is it.
The largest crowd.
It's the biggest race of the year.
Destiny fulfilled.
This is the biggest race I've ever won.
This is exactly the group you need to put on a big event like this.
The biggest night in pavement late model racing history.
High Limit Racing!
You're watching the greatest sprint car drivers in the world right here on Flow Racing.
The Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series is brought to you by Flow Racing, your #1 source for all things racing. By Lucas Oil Products, keep that engine alive. And by UNOH, turn your passion into a career. We will have the modified and the pro late models coming up next for their feature. And our race recap. Brought to you by Lucas Oil. Green flag there, 50 laps. Jason Jamison would lead the first couple of laps. O'Neal got the lead on lap 3, led it the rest of the way. You see Mike Marlar running inside the top 10. Up in smoke there, his night was over. Brandon Overton climbed all the way to 4th place, but on a restart, and again, right, I'm not sure if he clipped a Uke tire or not, but he faded back to 12th with an ill-handling race car. You saw Dan Eber bring out that caution. He recovered. He's the Hoker Trucking hard charger of the race, coming home in 10th. Stetson O'Neal scores the 38th career win in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. For 10 years now, he was Rookie of the Year back in 2017. And Dustin Jarrett, man, I appreciate you coming on. We're going to have fun over the next month or so. Great racing in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. O'Neal, well, he's going to have to replace that spoiler anyway, right? So why not with the Midwest Sheep and Illinois spoiler? But I will make this one prediction, my friend. You will not be wearing that beanie in August because it's going to be about 40 degrees warmer than it is tonight in August, my friend.
Listen, if I have to wear this thing in August, man, we are all in trouble. Hey, that's a wrap on just another great night here at Florence Speedway. Maybe a little different than what we typically see from Florence, right? But the one thing that stayed the same is the drama. This place, there is never a shortage of drama, whether it's with the race leader bouncing off the wall with just a couple laps to go, Moran and Thornton swapping paint on restarts or what have you. If you don't have tickets yet for the North-South 100, oh buddy, I would make sure that I get those. James, we'll see you on down the road next week at, where are we at next week? We're at Eagle Raceway in a couple of weeks, right? Let's go. Well, Illinois, oh my gosh, Illinois Speed Week first. Yes, yeah. How could I forget about like my third home state? Play it again. Flow Racing Night in America, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I will see you Friday and Saturday at Farmer City in Fairbury.
O'Neal got taken out by the pace truck, headed to the scales.
Well, I about got taken out by Durham riding by on the pit bike right there, too.
Great job, as always, Dustin.